Hi Maria, another set of essays from you. Very happy to see them. Let's take a look at what you did here, okay? The first one is movie preferences of young adults. Okay. The given bar chart illustrates the movie preferences of young adults across the globe. Careful with your typing here. The chart contains information about the gender of young adults as female or male and genres of the movies. All right, I don't know if you necessarily needed to write this sentence. You could have left it out, okay? The data shows that action movies, you can remove the. So the data shows that action movies are the most preferred movie type among males. This is evident from 137 votes for action movies from males as opposed to 82 votes from females. Okay, what you could have done here is you have action movies. So what you could have done is you could have really shown some nice cohesion here between these two sentences. Let me show you how. So this is evident from 137 votes for this genre or this type of movie from males as opposed to 82 votes from females. Okay, so it makes it less repetitive and it shows good cohesion between the sentences. On the contrary, female young adults demonstrate interest in romantic movies with 116 votes, thus showing a large discrepancy, careful with your typing, showing a large discrepancy. That's just awkward. You can't really say discrepancy here. Showing a large gap, a large difference from the male vote of just 31. That's one way you could have said it. The dramatic genre shows a similar trend, however the gap between male and female preferences is slightly less pronounced. Okay. You could have, I'm not saying you had to, but you could have just put in parentheses what the figures were, but it's okay. Let's see. So you started talking about action. You started talking about action. You talked about romance. You haven't talked about comedy yet. Let's see why. Okay. On the other hand, both genders equally enjoy movies of comedy type with 145 and 137 votes for this genre. Animation and horror movies are slightly less popular, however. Both males and females show almost equal interest in them. This is demonstrated by animation being popular among 63 males and 54 females, and horror among 73 males and 64 females, respectively. All right, I see why you did it like that. That makes sense. Oops, hang on, where are you? There you are. Okay, so you talked about this first because there was a big difference. You talked about this because there was a big difference. And then you lumped these guys together because they're similar in terms of popularity. Let's see. Okay, I understand. I understand what you're doing. Fine. All right, so overall, some genres are clearly popular among females, and these are romantic and drama movies. This largely contradicts with action. How about this largely contradicts with the male vote, which predominantly prefers action movies? I think that makes more sense. But I like the organization. It took me a second to figure out how you were organizing this, but I approve of it. It was you made some good choices there in your organization. Okay, and some of the language you used was really nice. So good job. Let's take a look now at your task 2. Which is travel, domestic, international, benefits, but drawbacks. Discuss them both. Let's see. Recreational, interstate, and overseas travels has become largely common these days. Okay. First of all, it doesn't talk only about recreational, so be careful. Never said just recreational. It could be business travel as well. So don't assume that we're just talking about recreational travel. And I don't know about this interstate. You could have just said, it would have been not a big deal to just use the word domestic. Or you could have said, travel both within countries and also overseas has become largely common these days. It is undeniable that discovering new places and cultures is not only beneficial for travelers, but also has a lot to offer for the economy of a destination country. Despite the obvious benefits of traveling, some argue that it has some drawbacks. Okay, that's fine. And I think you mean ever, not over increasing. So, and ever-increasing number of tourists in certain holiday destinations is one of the main problems that is associated with traveling. The island of Bali in Indonesia is a perfect example that illustrates the above stated issue. The constant influx of international tourists results in the crowded beaches, contaminated with rubbish such as single-use plastic. Additionally, the island experiences constant traffic congestion, which is mostly caused by tourists, thus reducing the air quality and harming the local wildlife. Overall, the Bali example demonstrates the negative side of recreational traveling as it harms the pristine nature and life of indigenous people. Careful with the spelling here. It's an I. But beautiful. I mean, it's really nicely done here. I liked it. Let's see, the main problem is overcrowded, contamination, traffic. Okay, fine. So, on the other hand, despite having some drawbacks, traveling has many advantages. As for domestic travel, you don't need to use the ing because we have a perfectly appropriate noun in the word travel. It certainly has a positive effect on local economies. This is specifically relevant for the hospitality industry, which boosts as tourists spend their, you can't say which boosts, which improves. As tourists spend their money in the local restaurants, hotels, and national parks. Yet, international traveling is similarly beneficial for the local economy. What's happening here? Hold on. Maybe, all right, I don't know. You don't mean yet because you also have a however. So let's get rid of your yet momentarily. And then it should say international travel is similarly beneficial for the local economy. However, it is also important for intercultural exchange. There we go. That makes sense. Exploring new countries and being exposed to a new language environment is crucial for learning tolerance and accepting other people's cultures and traditions. Therefore, traveling is a very important form of education. All right, nice. Although travel, no ing, has some minor drawbacks related to the air pollution and congestion, it is a great leisure activity that provides value for destination places and also for tourists. Sadly, some destinations are overwhelmed by the number of visitors despite all the benefits of traveling. Okay, I like this. This was really nice. You had a lot of really good elements here. It's a well-written essay. It is developed. It has good cohesion. It made sense. The vocabulary was, for the most part, good. I think there were just some small errors in terms of grammar and vocabulary, but I was really quite pleased with it. So, good job overall. I hope I get to see more of your essays very soon, so keep on writing, and I will look forward to seeing another set of essays from you.